Hello strangers! This video is going out to people in the future. It is supposed to be open 100 years in the future because we want to show you how the world changed.
So if you're watching this video, it's probably 2118 and we are probably dead. But it's alright though.
Right now we are very much alive and we are happy 70-year-old girls.
I'm Dominika.
I'm Ola.
We live in Poland, in Ełk, right here. And this town is in an area which is known as Green Lungs of Poland.
In a moment you will see why.
The first reason why the forests are called Green Lungs of Poland is because they produce a lot of oxygen needed by people. Without forests, Ełk would be deprived of oxygen and inhabitants would not have anything to breathe. There are many plants and animals there.
It is also a land not littered by people. There are many landscape and national parks nearby in which species of flora and fauna are endangered. They are protected because there are fewer and fewer of them. Such examples are European bison, beavers, lilies and birches.
The second reason are lakes, which thanks to their purity, they serve as an entertainment for residents and tourists. There are many attractions available such as fishing, paddle boats, motorboats, swimming or rowing.
In our city there are many monuments. The most famous is the Titanic Castle. In the past it was built for crusaders. For many years the castle was destroyed during wars and now there are only ruins left of it. You can get there through a lighted up bridge by beautiful old lanterns because it's located on an islet.
In the 21st century, technology is already well developed. We have many inventions that make everyday life easier for us. Thanks to the internet, which we can use by tablets, smartphones, laptops, we can learn a lot about the world without even going outside. We have the ability to capture moments with high-quality cameras.
Now we can travel in different ways. Depending on where we want to get, we can use many means of transport, starting with simple like rollers, bikes, cars, buses, trains, and ending with planes and ferries. It all depends on our preferences.
And we have our time capsule and we want to put there some things. We want to put coins in time capsule because in 100 years they can look different or the currency could change.
They can be replaced by coupons or they can be like in the film In Time. In the film it relies on paying with time, which is left to the end of people's life. Two złoty.
Yes.
And 2 and 1 groszy. Another things that are related to coins are leaflets from grocery stores. They show us how much the products costed and what kind of food
people were buying.
Yeah, and the prices of the products showed us
How much human beings earned.
And I'll show you like these kind of macaronis or I don't know what it is. And kiełbasa.
Our Polish kiełbasa.
Yeah, and yeah. Oh, Hotline Kitchen.
I will put this in the We want to put fragments of fashion magazines to show how people were dressed and what kind of style trends reigned.
But we all know that the fashion changes easily, and we have some glasses or scarves and shirts, sandals.
The prices are there.
Yeah, the prices are there. Okay. We also want to put in the time capsule photos of surroundings just like forests, because in 100 years they can be cut and instead of them there will be some buildings or something else.
Our lakes could dry out completely and only photos will remain of them. And after our Titanic castle could be left nothing.
We want to leave you a letter in our native language because in the future it can be changed or it can disappear completely.
It is an option that if technology will develop more, we will be able to read minds and we won't have to write on paper no more.
So that's all what we want to put in the time capsule.
Now we want to show you 3 problems the world is facing today. Hunger. The number of hungry people in the world is gradually increasing. Some 795 million people in the world don't have enough food to lead a healthy, active life. That's about 1 in 9 people on the earth. The worst hunger is in Asia and Africa. The problem is not we aren't producing enough food, but the people lack access to food. They are unable to acquire food because of not having enough money to purchase basic food supplies and not being able to grow their own food.
To reduce hunger, food production should be more equitably distributed at a time when world population is rising. While people from poor countries are dying of hunger, somewhere in America people die from overeating. Rich countries like USA, Norway, or Luxembourg should help starving countries. The impact of donations, both cash and food, would have an immense impact on world hunger. Every one of us can take action to end this huge problem. You just have to want and take the right steps. War is a social-political phenomenon that has always accompanied people, and there is no indication that they would give it up in the near future. From the beginning of their existence, people led to conflicts, fought for all kinds of good. They took part in smaller or larger skirmishes. However, over time they began to get out of control. Lots of innocent people died in wars who didn't lead to their commencement and had to influence on their end. Actions that were too theoretically resolved to conflict only led to its deepening, causing huge losses to humanity. Millions of people lost their lives, families, and homes during the war. It took their dreams, faith in normal values, a chance for love, friendship, and a normal life deprived of a sense of security and hope. Young people who should have changed the world for the better have been forced to fight, to kill, and to live in constant fear. Wars have changed their lives, leaving an indelible mark in their psyche. They also led to the destruction of the natural environment and huge cultural losses. The reasons of wars are related activities undertaken as a result of conflicts, for example, between nation-states or ethnic groups. States want power. They school armies for attacks and they get better weapons. That's how nature created us. We have eyes in the front, so we judge the distance to the victim. We have teeth, so we hunt. Unfortunately, the war seems to us the best and the most simple solution to the conflict. But is it really? We should consider, are all these tragic consequences of wars adequate to what we gain? In my opinion, no. You should find other, better options as soon as it's possible. There are certainly many of them, but as Einstein said, until there is a man in the world, there will be wars, and it will not be possible to eliminate them completely. I am sure, however, that it is worth trying while there is still something to save. Let us not let humanity continue to plunge into an avalanche of unsolved problems, because although they may seem distant at the moment, they will reach everyone in the time, and then it will be too late to intervene.
Air pollution. Air pollution is one of the most serious problems in the world. It occurs when any harmful gases, dust, smoke enter into the atmosphere and makes it difficult for plants, animals, and humans to survive as the air becomes dirty. Several millions are known to have died due to direct or indirect effects of air pollution. Pollution like this causes many diseases like pneumonia and asthma. The main reason for all this are we, humans. Factories created by people which produce harmful compounds, lack of taking care of the environment, means of transport that we travel by, all this adds up to this big world problem. To avoid air pollution, the emphasis is on changing our habits. Switching from fossil fuels to clean energy can reduce emissions. If possible, we should use wind, solar, thermal, and ocean energy. They don't endanger the environment and, above all, they are natural. People should use more and more public modes of transport. By bus can travel more people than by car while producing a similar amount of pollution. Pollution from factories all around the world is unavoidable, but should be limited by, for example, chimney filters, so less pollution would get into the air we all breathe. So our world isn't perfect and it has a lot of problems, but we can solve them together.
In our country, their problems aren't as big as in other countries in the world, so it's not bad. We can live with it. So now we want to take you to the time capsule.